What's up? It's Riggs, your resource for living in Columbus, Ohio. You see, I'm in the car, which means this is another neighborhood driving tour. And quite honestly, this one has been the most requested one on my channel to date, which I love, but I'm sorry to take so long to bring it to you guys. But I think it's gonna be awesome. You will see, so keep watching. But today, we are gonna tour the city of Westerville. Let's get started. Glasses off, shades on, let's go. All right, we're gonna start this video by just hitting the main gateway. You guys know I always talk about that. There is nothing official in that title, but honestly, when I think about Westerville, this is the area I initially think about. It's like, I think it's because whenever I come here, I take our Interstate 270 and it just dumps me right here. And so this is what I always think about when I think Westerville, and then I go from there. The other reason is because on this main gateway, we're gonna go there now, there are some really amazing restaurants, coffee shops, boutiques in their Uptown District, they call it. I always call it like Westerville's downtown because it has their city hall and some of their city services. But you're gonna see in a minute, it is so cool, which is why it's kind of like a staple for me here and why it's the main gateway in my mind. Okay, so you can see quite a bit of retail space, like fast food restaurants, big box grocery stores. This is a great little area if you live here because like many of the things you need are right here on this main road. You can pop into Walmart, Big Lots, grab something to eat at Wendy's, go to Arby's, get your oil change. You get what I'm saying? Like everything's right there, and that's right at North State Street and Schrock Road for folks who are familiar. All right, so now we're coming up on the part I'm talking about. So just take in this little area. I think it's quite charming, and I'll be back to talk to you about the Uptown District. Okay, look at this. I'm telling you, it is so charming through here. There's a restaurant I have to mention, giving them a shout out. Obviously, this is not sponsored in any way, but there's a restaurant that I've gone to here called the Asterisk, and I want to say Asterisk Pub, but that's not right. But it's called the Asterisk. If you look up restaurant Asterisk Westerville, you'll find it. Amazing. Like, thank me later. Hit me up in the comments. Tell me you love it too. So good, and it's such a cool place. I'm not going to tell you anymore because I don't want to take away from your experience. It's a cool place. You got to check it out. Okay, so it's a bit congested today. They're doing construction, it looks like, on this road. Normally you can kind of peruse and just cruise through here, but you can still see what I mean. There are some the feel of this area with the brick, I'm living for it. I'm living for it. If you've watched any of my other community tours, you know I love brick. Check them out, you'll see. But here I love it because your city services, some of them are here. I'm not sure of everything. So if you need City Hall, that's right here. But then if you love coffee shops that are local, you love boutiques, you love local restaurants, like to me, it's all right here. Like I just literally love everything about the vibe here. It's super cute, super charming. I could see on a Saturday or a Sunday, you with your girlfriends, your guy friends, probably girlfriends, I know ladies, we love doing this, is literally walking up and down each side of this and just shopping and enjoying. It's super cool. So enjoy this. Okay, so I am living for this vibe right here. If you've watched my Groveport video, even my German Village video, this area gives me like Groveport, Ohio, Historic District vibes. Like, I'm living for it. This is super cute. I would think this is more of their original old Westerville area. I don't know that, but I'm getting total like old vibes, but like in the best of ways. Super cute, really nice original character, like 2-story homes. Oh, I am loving this area right now, and I just got lucky and turned down this street, and I'm bringing it to you. So I am starting out with affordable housing in Westerville and then moving to more of the higher end housing. And the reason I'm doing that, you guys, is because I was shocked at the range of pricing here in Westerville. And when I tell you this, you're gonna think, oh, there's nothing affordable here in Westerville. So I wanted to make sure I showed it to you. Here's what I mean. In the last 12 months, from the date of this video, there were just over 1,400 homes that sold. And that would be single family homes, condos, right? Just over 1,400. And there's currently about 90 active homes on the market. Check this out though. The average home price is $310,000 plus. The average home price. Now the median home price is about $294,000. Do you see why I wanted to make sure that I show you the range? Because when you hear that, you think there is absolutely nothing that's affordable about Westerville, and there is. Now, we are right now in a condo community. What I did notice is homes that are under $100,000, at least in the last 12 months, all seem to be condos that sold for under $100,000. So I thought it would only be fair to start here. I'm gonna work my way up. So take all this in, really nice condo community, which is reflective of what some of the condos were I saw, which is why I came here first. We're gonna move on to your more 100,000 plus and between 100K and 200,000. We are now in the area where housing is anywhere from 100,000 to the high end of the 100,000s, but not quite 200,000. And you're gonna see that these homes are not condos, these are single family homes. From what I can gather right now, I see ranch style, I see what appears to be split level and bi-level houses as well. So affordable housing does exist in Westerville. I know those numbers I mentioned before even had me shook, like, what? Affordable to who? But I love pointing this out, that if you love this area, you can live here. Quite frankly, if you love Westerville or want to be in Westerville, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, what are you looking for? What areas do you like? So enjoy this affordable price point of Westerville. So while we're heading to our next price point, which will be more like the 200,000s to the 300,000, I want to mention that Westerville is one of those really unique suburban communities. The reason I say that is because if you're looking for like your traditional suburban city feel, you'll get it right here in Westerville. But if you are looking for that kind of rural feel with some acreage, you can get it here too. And I absolutely love that about Westerville. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. Also, I just thought about this. Westerville is one of those areas when it comes to Westerville schools. Their schools are very high performing. And the nice part about Westerville is you can be living in Columbus, paying Columbus property taxes, but have Westerville schools. If you're in that space, trust me, right now in that market, I had a listing that was just like that. Columbus taxes, Westerville schools. Those homes sell so quickly here, like no joke. I've got some stats on that because I want you to see how those numbers are different. So again, those homes that are Westerville schools, Columbus taxes, sold in the last 12 months. There were about 457 homes that fit that category. The average sell price was about $210,000, and the median sold price was about $205,000. Compare that to what I said Westerville City was with Westerville City Schools. You get where I'm at. There's a difference, but if you can buy like that, it's such a great thing because you can get the best of both things for sure. So wanted to make sure I got that in here. I did not want to forget. All right, we are now in a community that has price points between $200,000 and kind of pushing the $300,000, but not quite. Probably more like low to mid 200s. Again, just wanting to show you different price points, different looks of what the homes look like. Through some of here, you see some rental housing. I did see some multi-units back there, but you're going to see, again, I see ranch style homes. I see split levels. And here's the thing. We just came off the main gateway, which is kind of in the heart of Westerville. So the price point over here is going to be higher, but this community may feel very much like where we just were. That is so like the norm in many of our areas here. And quite frankly, I feel like that is like that in many real estate markets. If you are in desirable areas of a community, the price point tends to be higher than the further you get away from like the central point of the city. So don't be deceived by that. I certainly know the price points here are in those 200s. But again, I'm coming off of basically the heart of Westerville, so it all makes sense. So I bring this up because you'll see all the recycle cans and trash cans on the curb. This is another one of those communities where there's no alleys. And so trash pickup, recycle pickup is all at the curb. So just want to make sure I say that so you kind of understand why stuff is out and you're not thinking it's crazy. Our more older communities in Columbus have back alleys where all this is done, but more of the suburban communities and especially in the new build communities, this is what you see. All of your city services in terms of trash removal, yard waste, recycling are all done at the curb. So just looking at homes, I am loving the original character in many of these homes. Like, I would need to get out and take pictures so you guys can see this. Westerville has such charm. If you're looking for homes that are not cookie cutter, you want some original character, some charm, some originality, uniqueness, Westerville definitely should be on your radar. Not to mention, like I told you, the schools are performing well, but there's just a lot to offer. I mean, you've got shops around. Westerville's only like 10-15 minutes away from downtown Columbus. You're still near other suburban areas like Worthington, Gahanna, New Albany, and some others that you can get to easily. Like, definitely have Westerville on your radar if you want some of that just close to everything, never have to really leave the city you live in for stuff and charm and character and homes, this is a good one to look at. So while we're headed to the more higher, more luxury price points in Westerville, so we're hitting about the 300,000 plus, I wanted to kind of mention what borders Westerville. It's kind of bordered by Interstate 71, and then Hoover Reservoir, Hoover Dam, and then kind of lower end is like Schrock Road up to about Polaris Parkway. Kind of a little bit outside of that, but gives you kind of a sense of the boundaries of what kind of borders Westerville. And then it's northeast. So when you think Columbus at the center, Westerville is northeast of Columbus. And again, about 15 minutes or so from downtown Columbus. So like, you know, I always say you can get anywhere in Columbus or the suburban areas, honestly, in about 30 minutes. You know, depending on how far you are out, you can get there in about 30 minutes, which is really, really fantastic. Okay, we are in a community that is anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000 price point. Now, I think what you can see right off the bat, these houses are significantly larger than the ones we saw. So take that in. 2-story homes for sure, looking to be definitely 2,000 square feet plus. Beautiful homes. These look newer than many of the other homes that we've seen up to this point. Not saying they're brand new, but they look newer, more updated, got some more of the finishes and features that I'm used to seeing in some of the newer build homes here. You're gonna see homes are pretty close together. That's a thing for Columbus. That's a thing for our suburban areas. These builders want to pack in as many homes as they can in any given community. So you're gonna notice not a whole lot of space between any of the homes, but a very beautiful tree-lined community. These are areas that people desire to live in. They have, you know, driveways, garages, 2 stories, great layouts inside, I'm sure, sense of community, all that good stuff. So we are in the community with homes that are about $500,000. You will see these homes look so brand new because they are just absolutely beautiful. Like, if I can give you a sense for what I feel when I pull into here, like, this is like a movie set. That's really what it is. It's like a movie set, for real. You'll see 3-car garages for some of these homes. They're going to have probably open concept. That's what's so common. Going to have super updated finishes, likely a good 3,000 square feet. They'll likely have full and finished basements. I mean, that is what builders are doing now. They are bringing everything, but that price point cost you. But to each his own. I mean, this is beautiful. Notice again, homes are still packed in here pretty tight for the price point, but that is what is incredibly common when it comes to builders, at least in these areas. Every market's going to be different, but like, you guys, this is beautiful. This place is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm not kidding. I feel like I can get out and sing. Well, that's not true. I cannot sing. You would never want me to do that, but this would be something that they would have in a movie for whatever reason. Like, it's super charming. So yeah, take this in, enjoy. About $500,000 price point. I believe a lot of that's driven by the fact they are newer builds, for sure. So keep that in mind. But notice lots of different home styles here, which I should mention. In some of the more affordable price point new build homes, you're going to see a good 5 to 7 home styles. I'm looking at here, the color schemes are the same. That's normal. But I am looking at some of the architecture on the outside, pretty unique, which makes sense why the price point is $500,000, because you don't typically see columns and front balconies and those kind of things at all. So pretty cool what they're doing over here. All right, so I talked about one of the bordering things of Westerville is Hoover Reservoir or Hoover Dam. That is what you're seeing right now. There's something about this area that I just love. I love to come and just walk it and just see the water, and it's just a cool space that's in the backyard for these folks to enjoy. So that was Hoover Reservoir. All right, right now we are in communities that have houses that are about $700,000 and up from there. Now what you're going to see here is these are out a bit of a ways in Westerville, and it's because they have acreage. They have got larger lots and some land, so they're not on top of each other. So I'm going to drive through, let you kind of see the difference in terms of what this community looks like in comparison to all the others that we have seen today. So I'll say it's kind of hard for you to see what's happening here like I can, because these homes sit back a little bit. So let me rotate my camera so that you can really sense how far back these houses sit. These lots are deep. When I talk about acreage, these lots are deep. These houses are not at the road, they sit back. I mean, it's gorgeous out here. You feel like you're in just a nice kind of country feel. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, all the homes here are original built. I don't see any that are cookie cutter. You see all different styles. But I mean, just absolutely beautiful. And this is just a very small representation of what you expect out here. I mean, homes go to the highest I saw. I think the lowest price point, let me look it up. Hold on a second. In the last 12 months, the lowest price point home that sold here was a 131. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It would have been in the lower 90s, the lower 90,000, upwards to $2.4 million. Are you getting the sense for the range of houses that you could find here in Westerville? I think you are. So I have to tell you, what you honestly probably cannot see well is that in this price point and obviously up, these folks have private drives. Their house sits way back. You see a lot of just wooded and tree-lined streets for privacy. I mean, instead of me being able just to pull into a driveway, it's really hard for me to capture for you what I'm seeing. So I've got to tell you, and I want to be respectful of the folks who live here and not pulling into their spaces. Before we go, I give you a better angle as to what it looks like crossing over the reservoir, so you can check it out. It's a cool city. They've got some cool stuff here. And if you love the outdoors, you love water, cool bet right here. So there you have it, a tour of Westerville, the city of Westerville. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you're new to my channel, do make sure you subscribe. I am your resource for living here in Columbus and our surrounding areas, so I got you covered. If you have any questions or have feedback, give me your thoughts about what you saw. Put those down in the comment section. I love to hear from you guys. And then let me know what else you want to see, because I will happily bring it to you. Don't forget to make sure you join me over on Instagram. I love connecting with all of you guys there. I'm also on Facebook as well, so make sure we connect on those social platforms too. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You stay fabulous and productive and well, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.